What up, you amazing hackers? It's your boy, the humble hacker from Chi-Town, Shy Ronin, aka Roro, back with another video. And today we're going to be going over broken access control. Now, what is broken access control? This is essentially manipulating an application to grant us, the user, access to areas of the application we're not supposed to normally have access to as a normal user. Our job is to determine the answers to the following questions. Where can I go without an account? So by looking at a page at face value without registering anything, where all can we click and where all can we interact with the application? Where can we go with an account? What sections of the application can we go to as a registered user? Do we get more access to stuff? Do we get the same access to stuff? Do we just have like an account and that's it with nothing else accessible, or what? And do I need another account to access another part of the application? Sometimes there will be one page that you can log into, but then when you log into that page, there's another portion of the application that's requires a separate login. Can we trick the application to access that too? Now, there are two types of broken access control: vertical and horizontal. Now, vertical is going up or down the chain of where our account can go. So if we have a regular account and there's parts of the application that we should not have access to, can I just, with only my own account, manipulate the app via what is found by recon and enumeration to fool the app into thinking that I'm someone that I'm not? So, for example, if we're trying to access another part of the application and it's using a software and there's a software version in our response, can we change that response? I'm like, can we change that version number in order to trick it to think, oh, I'm working off of this old version, so yeah, I can give you access to that. Is there a registration process that we can see in the source code that has a comment, maybe, only approval can be done via including this parameter here, access equals true. So can we take that parameter and add that to our request to, again, fool the application to letting us have access to somewhere that we're not supposed to have access to? Secondly is horizontal. This is lateral movement of our account, of the group of the account that we're in. So we are a regular user in a regular user group. How can we take that user and from that group and change it to another group that has access to other parts of the application without any need of an administrator, a legit administrator, to do that? So I want to go from a regular guest to an operator of printers. So if I am able to trick the application to let me have access to the printer operators group, what all can I see from there? Can I take that and put myself into an admin position, or is there another group that I can transition my account into? These are basically what we're going to be going over in the labs. We're going to be knocking out probably 4 labs total, 2 each. So hopefully this will be fun. All right then, let's get it.
All right, so let's go ahead and start this labs up with our first one. This is a generic broken access control lab. Sorry, the stretching messed up my memory a little bit. All right, so here it just has an unprotected admin panel. Start a lab by deleting user Carlos. All right, cool. So for this one, it's basically pretty basic. It's the first lab here. First step that we always look for first is robot.txt. Robots, if I spelled that damn thing correctly, you bastard. Alright, cool. So here we got a response, administrator panel. Select that. Okay, paste that there. And we should not have access to this, but we have the 2 users that we're asked to delete. So let's go ahead and delete that. Okay, so that part's done. Next one. User role can be modified in user profile. So let's see this here. This lab has an admin panel at admin. It's only accessible to logged in users with a role ID of 2. Solve the lab by accessing the admin panel and using it to delete the user Carlos. Alright, so we are going to log in as a regular user of Wee and PP. Let's go ahead and start this lab up. And come on, there you go. All right, cool. So, over that. Okay. Let's go ahead and log in. Get rid of that. Let's go over to my account. All right. Let's log out. All right. Let's see what responses that we got. Oh crap, we didn't add it. Yeah. Okay. Sitemap there. Let's refresh this. Alright. So now we're going to have all of our stuff in there. So let's go ahead and go back to my account. Okay. Cancel my account. Alright, cool. So let's go back in now. Let's log in. All right. Let's capture this request and see what we can do with it. Let's go over to our proxy, turn that intercept on. Let's see. Let's update our email. Capture that request here. Okay, let's be careful. Here we are. All right, so send this to the repeater, right? Okay, so let's fix this. Now, this lab said that we had to change the role ID to 2. Alright, so... Oh, you don't tell me a damn thing. Alright. Okay, so we got role ID of 2. So let's add this to here. And what we need to do is simply, if we're adding another, like a entry in here, we just need to simply add it into, include a comma, my bad. And then we simply go, and we put in the name in double quotes, role ID, whoops, not I is, you stooge, equals 2. Since this is an integer, we don't really need, double quotes for that. Okay. So we fixed the email. Change the ID to 2. Let's send this request. Okay. 32 found. We got an API key. We have our role ID that's set to 2 right here. Okay. Okay. So let's render this. Let's see what it looks like now. And now we see we have admin panel is now accessible to us. So let's copy this URL. Go over to a lab right here. Okay, we don't have admin panel. We have home, my account, and log out. Let's turn our proxy off. Left that damn thing on. So now we have our admin panel. So let's go ahead and select that. Delete Carlos. Deuces. All right, cool. So there was that one. All right, cool. So now our next one is going to be the horizontal privilege escalation. And we're going to start this by lab of user ID control by a request parameter. All right, so this is done by a request parameter. So this lab has a horizontal privesc vulnerability on the user account page. Let's open this while we sitting here reading. To solve the lab, obtain the API key for the user Carlos and submit it as the solution. You can log into your own account using the following credentials. Okay. Let's start this damn thing off. All right, so let's go ahead and copy that. Go in our burp, target, fix the scope, edit, make sure that's highlighted, edit, paste. Okay. Got my face. Refresh that. Okay, cool. So, user ID controlled by a request parameter. Alright, so gotta log in as PP and wee. And I think I spelled Peter wrong. There we go. Okay. Wait, what? Oh my god! Please do not tell me I'm. Yes, I am spelling wiener wrong. Okay, get off my screen, damn it. All right, so your API key is this. All right. So let's. All right. Let's capture all the responses up to this point. Let me turn this intercept on. There we are. Supposed to correctly this time. All right. This. Okay, so we have our CSRF key for that. Yeah, and I see this other response is given about this invalid CSRF token. I don't know why, but yeah, just resend it. Resend it. Yeah, I mean, proxy. Oh, stupid! It is still on. All right, let's turn this off. Refresh it. The hell? Okay, here we go. So. Alright, so we have this page here. Alright, let's put our intercept on, refresh again. Let's see here. Let's follow. Alright, let's see what we're going wrong here. So obtain the API key for Carlos. Okay, so... Oh, get rid of that. Alright, let's see what the hell we're missing here. Okay. Let's look at our history. Okay, so here we have a ID of... Let's change this to Carlos. Send that and see what we get. Alright, so we have a 200 OK. Alright. Scroll down, not solved. My account, log out. So now here we go. So now we simply took, while it was in transit and logging in as we have this ID parameter that popped up to match the name. We changed the name. Now our response matches what the name that we just put, which is Carlos, meaning we simply go over here, paste his key right there, and woohoo! We just successfully completed the lab. Now, our next one. Yeah, y'all thought I was going to click on the solution, didn't you? Yeah, nope. So, so we have this one right here. Okay, so we have referrer-based access control. This lab controls access to certain admin functionality based on the referrer header. You can familiarize yourself with the admin panel by logging in using credentials administrator admin. So of the lab, log in using the credentials Wiener Peter and exploit the flawed access controls to promote yourself to become administrator. So let's log in under the admin first. Oops, crap. Okay. Alright, so we are in the account there. Okay, we're on the my account right there. Okay, we have this here. So, referrer-based access control. Let's upgrade Carlos. Alright. Oh, you stupid. Hang on a second. Hang on. Did I add this onto my targets yet? I don't think I did. No, I did not. Okay. Fix this. Okay, update our sitemap. Alright, cool. So, what do we have here. Oh, right, we didn't do anything yet. All right, so that, go over to our admin panel. Hang on. I think I have to, okay, let's downgrade first. All right, so normal user. Okay. Go to our proxy, intercept it. Let's upgrade Carlos this time, right? And let's see what we get when we upgrade a user. So, okay, so we have our user right here. Admin rules. Okay, so we have this. Let's take this here. Let's see. Referrer based. Let's make sure that we're looking at the stuff correctly here. All right, let's go down here. So, adding a refer header to admin. Okay, so we're already logged in under admin right here, so I got to get out of that. But I want to take all this right here, copy this, open up my notepad. Okay, so you guys see here, put my note right up there. Let's see. Dang it. Let me take this session cookie to, oh, you bollocks. Okay. Okay. Okay, just so you guys see that cookie's added right there too. Okay. So let's now turn our proxy off. Okay, let's log out. Now log back in. Okay. Okay, we are already in my account. Let me turn on my interceptor. Refresh. Okay, so let us take the data that we've collected so far. Okay. Change this. Whoops. Send this to the repeater so we make sure that what our responses are here. Okay, unauthorized. Let's take that session cookie, put it in there. Still says, oh, wait, referrer. Got it. Change this. No, that was the admin one. Go back. Take my cookie back. I'm hungry. All right. So now we simply took our cookie back, just changed it. Changed our refer to go over to the admin path. Let's follow our redirections. And now we have a different response. We have an okay here. Okay. Okay. So, as we see, we simply took that path that was here. Simply changed the name to ours and changed the refer to where it's pointing instead of it. So we see it's like changed here. Instead of it pointing to refer pointing to /login like it had originally, it points to admin. And what are we doing with admin? We are upgrading our account of WeWe to a higher grade, and we're still keeping our old original cookie. We're just using what the administrator path already had on there. So if we go back, right, I go back again. So keep your eye here. So we added this here, right? That we got when we were administrator. Hit send, unauthorized. We changed the path of login to admin now. Exact same thing. Send it. Forward again. But that was because we changed the cookie from the admin user, not ours. So, look again. We brought it back to the original cookie setting. So we have our GET request that is asking to upgrade our user with our cookie, but from this path instead of the login. So we send that. That one gives us a 302 because it's pointing at this location, admin, that we set it as. It says, okay, since your path is pointing towards admin, you can go on through. All right, so that was Broken Access Control. Had a good time figuring this out. This was a little tricky, but it's one of those things where it's like you have to test just about every avenue that you could think of to try to see what works and what doesn't. So, I had a grand old time. Thank you very much for joining me on this wonderful journey. I am Shy Ronin, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.